Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
I'll be doing my pre-trip inspection for you. Good morning, my name is Albert. Today I'll be going over my pre-trip inspection, where I'll be inspecting all my lights from the front of my tractor to the rear of my trailer, that they're all present, securely mounted, no cracked, broken, or missing lenses, all working properly, amber to the front, red to the rear. I'll be inspecting my marker and clearance lights, headlights high and low, turn signals left and right, emergency four-way flashers, my license plate lights, my tail lights, my brake lights, and all my reflectors. So at this time, if you could please assist me in ensuring all my lights are working properly. I'll climb in the truck using 3 points of contact. I'll adjust the seat belt and the seat to me before I turn on power to the truck. At that time, keeping an eye on the examiner, I'll test my blinker, my hazards, and my brights on both sides. If it goes to the back, I'll be testing my brakes, my blinkers, and my hazards. Once given thumbs up, I'll turn off power of the truck, remove my seatbelt, and climb out using 3 points of contact. If you don't, it's an automatic fail. I'll come to the front. This truck at this time has no leaks or leans. I like to begin my under the hood inspection. Hood up. I begin on the passenger side, where I'll be inspecting all of my hoses, specifically my upper and lower radiator hose, that they're securely mounted, no cuts, no kinks, and no bulges and no leaks. I'll be inspecting my alternator, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracks, nuts, bolts are present or tight. I'll be inspecting my belts. My belt is a serpentine belt. It operates my alternator, my fan, and my water pump. I'll be inspecting my water pump, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracks and no leaks. My belt cannot have any cuts, no frays, and no breaks. Be inspecting my washer fluid reservoir, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracks, no leaks, cap is present and tight. Here I'll check and fill as needed. I'll go ahead and move over to the driver's side. Driver's side, I'll be inspecting my engine coolant reservoir and my power steering reservoir, that they're securely mounted, no cracks and no leaks. Caps are present and tight. Nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. Here I'll check and fill as needed. I'll be inspecting my dipstick, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no leaks. Cap is present and tight, and here I'll check my oil levels daily. I'll be checking my filler tube, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracks, no leaks. Cap is present and tight. Nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. Here I'll check and fill as needed. I'll be inspecting my air compressor, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracks and no leaks. Properly lubricated, nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my steering linkage, which consists of the steering column, the pitman arm, the gearbox, the pitman arm, the drag link, the upper and lower steering arm, the steering knuckle, all securely mounted, no cracks, no leaks. Nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight, and properly lubricated if it's got a loop point. I'll be inspecting my frame from front to back on both sides, every 4 feet, that there are no cracks, no breaks, and no illegal welds. All nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my shock absorbers, that they are securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my spring mounts, that it is securely mounted. Spring mounts, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my leaf springs, that they are securely mounted, no crack, not broken, and not shifted or missing. I'll be inspecting my U-bolts, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my steer axle, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, and not shifted and free of debris. I'll be inspecting my brake hoses, securely mounted, no cuts, no kinks, no bulges, and no leaks. Nuts, bolts are present and tight. My brake chamber, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks. Nuts, bolts are present and tight. My push rod and slack adjuster, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, and no more than 1 inch of travel when brakes are applied. I'll be inspecting my brake lining, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, no less than 1/4 inch of life remaining and free of debris. I'll be inspecting my brake drum, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, and free of contamination. I'll be inspecting my steer tires, securely mounted, no less than 30 seconds of tread depth. My tires cannot be recapped, regrouped, or mismatched. There cannot be any cuts, no bulges, and no leaks. I'll be inspecting my valve stem, securely mounted, no cuts, no leaks. Cap is present and tight. I'll be inspecting my wheels, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, and no welds. I'll be inspecting my lug nuts, all securely mounted. Any shiny thread or rust streaks could indicate looseness. I'll be inspecting my axle seal or hub oil seal, securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, and no leaks. Cap is present and tight. Here I'll check and fill as needed. I'll be inspecting my mirror bracket, securely mounted, no cracks, and no breaks. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my outer and inner door handle, that they are working properly. I'll be inspecting my door hinge, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my window crank, that it's working properly if you have one. I'll be inspecting my emergency equipment, which consists of my fire extinguisher, 3 emergency reflective triangles, and no less than 3 spare fuses. I'll be inspecting my fuel tank, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no dents, and no leaks. Cap and straps are present and tight. Here I'll check my fuel levels daily. I'll be inspecting the back of my cab to the front of my trailer, that they're securely mounted, that there are no cracks, no dents, no holes. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my electrical line, that it is secure from the back of my cab to the front of my trailer, that there are no cuts, no cracks, and no frays. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight, and not touching my catwalk. I'll be inspecting my airlines, that they're secure from the back of my cab to the front of my trailer, that there are no cuts, no kinks, and no leaks. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight, and not touching my catwalk. I'll be inspecting my catwalk, that it is my catwalk and end steps, that there are no cracks, no dents, no holes. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my drive shaft, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no holes, and no leaks, and free of debris. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my second and third drive axle, much as I did the steer axle, with the exception of my torque arm. The torque arm is securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll also be describing my spring mounts, my leaf springs, and my U-bolts, and my axles, the same as I did the steer. I'll be inspecting my drive tires, that no less than 30 seconds of tread depth. They can be recapped, they can be regrouped, but they cannot be mismatched. I'll be inspecting my rims. These are bud rims. There's no space, there's no spacer, and free of debris. I'll be inspecting my axle seals, that they're securely mounted, no cracks, and no leaks. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll be inspecting all my airbag mounts, that they're securely mounted, no cracks, and no breaks. Nuts, bolts, are present and tight. I'll be inspecting all my airbags, that they're securely mounted, that there are no cuts and no leaks, and fully raised on each axle. I'll be inspecting my apron, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracks, nuts, bolts, are present and tight, and no broken welds. I'll be inspecting my kingpin, that it is securely mounted, that is not cracked, bent, or no cracks, no breaks, and not bent. I'll be inspecting my skid plate, or my skid plate. Securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, properly lubricated, no gap, and free of debris. My lock jaws are secure around the shank. I'll be inspecting my fifth wheel slider, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracked, broken, or missing teeth, and pins are in the locked position. I'll be inspecting my release handle, that it is secured in the locked position. I'll be inspecting my platform, that it is securely mounted, that there are no cracks, no breaks, no broken welds, and nuts, bolts, and hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my side of the trailer, that there are no cracks, no dents, no holes, and no leaks, and no broken welds. I'll be inspecting my landing gear, that they're securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, and the landing pads are fully raised. I'll be inspecting my cross members, that they're securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bowed, or missing. I'll be inspecting all my valves, that they're in the off closed and in the off position. I'll be inspecting my hoses, that they are secured and properly stowed. I'll be inspecting my trailer axle, much as I did the others, with the exception of my subframe, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, and no broken welds. Here I'll also be inspecting my leaf springs, my spring mounts, my leaf springs, and my axle and U-bolts. I'll be inspecting my splash guards, that they're securely mounted, no cuts, no tears, no rips. Nuts, bolts, and hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting the back of my trailer, that everything is secure and properly stowed. No broken or missing welds, and nuts, bolts, and hardware are present and tight. I'll go ahead and move my hose storage tube. Is secured in the locked position. I will be inspecting this side of my tractor and trailer, much as I did the other side, with the exception of my crank handle, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, works properly and in the stowed position. I'll be inspecting my exhaust, that it is securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, no leaks. Nuts, bolts, hardware are present and tight. I'll be inspecting my hydraulic tank. It's optional. Securely mounted, no cracks, no breaks, no leaks, no broken welds. Cap is present and tight, and I'll check and fill as needed. At this time, if I can have a moment to go over the pre-trip inspection to ensure I haven't left anything out. At this time, this concludes my pre-trip inspection. Oh man, it wasn't recording. Dang. There you go. Doesn't seem that hard no.
Made. Next thing we need to do is put our seatbelt on, close your door. Next thing you need to do is turn your key on. Watch your gauges. They're moving, they're working. This is what DMV needs to see. You're going to check your static check. Your static check means that your primary air gauge and secondary air gauge has not lost any air in the length of time you last saw it, whether it's 5 minutes or overnight. That's your static check. No movement. For DMV purposes, we need to push the brake, bring it down below 100 if it's over. So it's over 100, push our brake, bring it down under. Push and back. Push and back. Good enough. All right, so we're under 100. Now, you're going to put your finger on your oil pressure and talk about it.
This is my oil
pressure gauge must rise. Say it with me, must rise.
Must rise.
Within 3 to 5 seconds.
Within 3 to 5 seconds.
If it does not, I'll immediately shut the vehicle off.
If it does not, I will immediately shut the vehicle off.
And place it out of service.
I'll
be using my primary air gauge.
I will be using my primary air gauge.
Put your finger on it. Primary. For all my air gauge tests,
I'll be using my primary air gauge
for all my air brake tests.
Air brake tests.
If the vehicle fails any test,
If the vehicle fails any test,
I'll put it out of service immediately.
I will put it out of service immediately.
I will now perform a safe start.
I will now perform a safe start.
Tell yourself what to do. Clutch in.
Clutch in.
Check for neutral.
Check for neutral.
Pull on both valves.
Pull on both valves.
Easy, King Kong. All right, now start your engine.
Starting engine.
Relieve foot off clutch, nice and easy.
Release clutch.
I will now assist my vehicle to maximum air.
I will now assist my vehicle to maximum air.
Throttle, no more than 12 RPM. Keep it at 10 is good. Right there. Sound, stop throttling. Get your foot back. Now say I have max air.
I have max air.
First test I'll perform.
The first test I will perform.
Governor cut in test.
Governor cut in test.
My governor must cut in.
My governor must cut in.
No lower than 100 psi.
No lower than 100 psi.
Steady firm pressure on the brake. Push, 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 push. Release. All the way back. Count 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No movement?
No.
Hit it again. Don't let it go under 100. That's it. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My governor cut in at 100 psi.
My governor cut in at 100 psi.
I know this because my needle started to rise.
I know this because my needle started to rise.
Next test I'll perform.
The next test I will perform.
My governor cutout test.
My governor cutout test.
My governor must cut out.
My governor must cut out.
No higher than 130 psi.
No higher than 130 psi.
Assist vehicle to max air.
Assist vehicle to max air.
Foot off all the way back. Now say I have max air.
I have max air.
Governor cut out at 128 psi.
Governor cut out at 128 psi.
I know this because my needle stopped rising.
I noticed this because my needle stopped rising.
The next test I'll perform.
The next test I will perform
is my applied brake test.
My applied brake test.
In this test, tell yourself what to do. Clutch in.
Clutch in.
Low gear.
Low gear.
Truck off.
Truck off.
Key on.
Key on.
Foot off clutch. Both
off
valves
clutch.
in. Get your timing device ready.
Start it.
Okay. My needle has stabilized.
My needle has stabilized.
Steady firm pressure on the brake and hold it.
Steady firm pressure on the brake and hold it.
My needle restabilized.
My needle restabilized.
At 104 psi.
At 104 psi.
My minute starts now.
Now.
Cannot lose 4 psi in 1 minute.
Cannot lose 4 psi in 1 minute.
Minute starts now. Yeah, you got an air leak somewhere up front. Don't move your foot till I tell you. My minute is ended.
My minute has ended.
I have 15 pounds of air loss.
I have 15 pounds of air loss.
My vehicle has now failed this test. I'll place it out of service.
My vehicle has now failed this test. I will place it out of service.
Move your foot off the brake.
I will move my foot off the brake.
Next test I'll perform.
The next test I will perform.
My low air warning test.
My low air warning test.
A light and buzzer.
A light and buzzer.
Must come on between 55 and 75 psi.
Must come on between 55 and 75 psi.
Pump the brake and back all the way. All the way back. There you go. Just like that. Keep going. Again. All the way back. There you go. Now, light and buzzer came on at 60 psi.
Light and buzzer came on at 60 psi.
Next test I'll perform.
The next test I will perform.
My tractor trailer spring brake.
My tractor trailer spring brake.
Pop out test.
Pop out test.
My valves must pop out
My valves must pop out
between 20 and 45 psi.
between 20 and 45 psi.
Pump the brake as you just did. Pump all the way back and go. Back and go. Good, just like that. Keep going. Watch your valves. Ooh, both my valves popped out at
Both my valves popped out at
48 psi.
48.
Again, failing this test. Okay, next test I'll perform
The next test I will perform
is my tractor trailer tug test.
is my tractor trailer tug test.
For this test, I must have maximum air.
For this test, I must have maximum air.
I will now perform a safe start.
I will now perform a safe start.
Clutch in,
Clutch in,
neutral,
neutral,
pull on valves,
pull on valves,
start your engine.
starting engine.
Release foot from the clutch.
Release the foot from the clutch.
I will now do my in-cab pre-trip inspection.
I will now do my in-cab pre-trip inspection.
Windshield, wiper, arms and blades, washer. Windshield washer,
Windshield washer,
wiper arms and blades.
wiper arms and blades.
Proper tension, good rubber,
Proper tension, good rubber.
no cracks.
No cracks.
Demonstrate. Push the button on the side. Let it lift the water. Good. Windshield,
Windshield,
security mounted,
securely
no
mounted.
cracks, no damage,
No cracks and no damage.
clean, no illegal stickers.
Clean and no illegal stickers.
Heater defroster,
Heater and defroster.
it's already on heat. It's already here, so just turn your motor on. Both hands up. Heater working properly. Turn your deflector. Defroster working properly. Turn it all off. Gauges. Gauges.
Gauges.
Security mounted.
Securely mounted.
No damage.
No damage.
And all in normal operating range.
And all normal operating range.
And describe the gauges. Oil pressure gauge.
Oil pressure gauge.
Water temperature gauge.
Water temperature gauge.
Tachometer.
Tachometer.
Speedometer.
Speedometer.
Fuel gauge.
Fuel gauge.
Primary air gauge.
Primary air gauge.
Secondary air gauge.
Secondary air gauge.
Electronic voltmeter. In the little window.
What's up?
The little window. There you go.
Oh yeah,
volts.
volts. There you go.
Okay. Now, city horn. That don't want to work?
It was working.
It was. Wow. All right. Air horn. Working properly.
Working properly.
Lights. Turn your lights on.
Lights on.
Low beam.
High beam.
Low beam. Working properly. Left signal.
Left signal.
On dash in there.
On dash. In there.
Working properly.
Working properly.
Right signal.
Right signal.
On dash.
On dash. In there.
Working properly.
Working properly.
Four-way emergency flashers.
Four-way emergency flashers.
On dash and both mirrors.
On dash and both mirrors.
Working properly.
Working properly.
Come on. Lights. Seatbelt left and right.
Seatbelt left and right.
Security mounted. No rips, cuts, tears.
Securely mounted, no rips, cuts, tears.
Latches properly. Latch it. Unlatch it.
Latches. Latches properly.
Left and right.
There's left and right.
Security mounted. No cracks. Clean.
Securely mounted, no cracks and clean.
No damage.
No damage.
Adjusted.
And adjusted to me.
This concludes my in-cab pre-trip.
This includes my in-cab pre-trip.
I now have max air.
I now have max air.
Next test I'll perform.
The next test I will perform,
My tractor tug test.
my tractor tug test.
Okay, tell yourself what to do. Put my vehicle in low gear.
Put my vehicle in low gear.
Clutch in.
Clutch in.
Low gear. Push your trailer brake in.
Trailer brakes in.
Hands on wheel. Now we're going to use no foot brake, okay? Let all that air dissipate. Be patient. Relieve foot. Let the truck engage. Feel the struggle. Good. Clutch in. Tractor brakes held.
Tractor brakes held.
I know this because I felt the slight tug.
I know this because I felt the slight tug.
Next test I'll perform.
The next test I will perform.
Trailer tug test.
Trailer tug test.
Pull your trailer valve.
Pull my trailer.
Push your tractor valve.
Pushing in tractor valve.
Again, we can lower and dissipate. Relieve clutch.
This is
struggle.
clutch.
Good. Clutch in. Trailer brakes held.
Trailer brakes held.
I know this because I felt the slight tug.
I know this because I felt the slight tug.
Last test I'll perform.
The last test I will perform.
Service brake test.
Service brake test.
Push your trailer valve in.
Push your trailer valve in.
Hands on wheel.
Hands on
Wait
wheel.
for that air to dissipate. Relieve the clutch. Let the truck roll forward a little bit.
Release the clutch.
Clutch in and brake. Nice and easy. Alright, now put it in neutral. Keep your foot on the brake. Pull your brakes. Feet away from the pedals. This is important, so get your feet away from the pedals. That's why we got to set our truck first. Alright, my service brakes held and are working properly.
My service brakes held and are working properly.
This concludes my in-cab air brake systems test.
This includes my in-cab
Air brake
system
systems
test.
Truck off, you're done.